Hi, welcome. Today I will be teaching you about 5 concepts I learned in my food science class this semester. The first concept is fermentation. This is a metabolic process where molecules are converted into acids, gases, or alcohol when oxygen is not present. Some examples of that are yogurt, beer, and pickles. Yeast is used to ferment glucose and produces alcohol during the process for beer. Some of the benefits for fermented foods are improved nutritional values, which can be seen through higher in protein or lower in fats, increased synthesis of vitamins, and it produces a distinct or acquired flavors. In the fermentation process, there are also good bacterial growth, which is what contributes to the nutritional values. The second concept is gelatinization. Starch gelatinization is the process in which, under the presence of water or heat, usually 80 degrees Celsius, starch granulates start to absorb water, inflating them many times their size. An example where this can happen is in potatoes. This process happens when frying potatoes to make fries, and it helps with potatoes dehydration and eventually gives them its form and the texture we know fries have, like their soft and tender texture. The following concept is fats and oils. First thing to know is that these two are not the same. Some examples in which oils are used are cakes, and some examples in which fats are used are cookies. Oil in cakes creates tenderness and moisture because of its high water content. The flour binding with the water and lipid creates gluten proteins with elastic characteristics, which is why cakes rise rather than collapse and spread downward. For fats and cookies, butter is used, and due to the solid structure of butter, in cookies the doughy texture is achieved, which is why it is more firm than cake. Butter remains solid due to the saturated fatty acids present, which also bind the dough tightly due to its tightly packed lipid bonding. The fourth concept is moisture content and water activity. Moisture content refers to the amount of water in food, while water activity refers to the way in which that amount affects the food, such as texture and shelf life. Examples of that are cookies and cake. Cookies have a range of water content based on how hard or soft they are. However, they usually contain an average of 6%, while cakes have about 25 to 30% moisture content to reach their ideal texture. There are also many factors that affect moisture content, such as flour to liquid ratio, baking temperature, and baking time. The last concept is protein. Eggs are a great source of protein, specifically egg whites, and the top 3 proteins within an egg are albumin, conalbumin, and albumin. Albumin accounts for roughly half of the protein found in egg whites. Conalbumin is estimated to pertain to 15% of the total protein in eggs and is highly soluble protein that aids in the regulation of the circulatory system. Lastly, albumin accounts for 2 to 5% of the total protein in eggs and is known for the ability to thicken the egg whites. Thank you for watching.